Sunday, man. Great Sunday to you. Fucking Sunday. It ain't even Sunday. That's how crazy it is, yo. Great Saturday to you all. Great Saturday, man. It's a beautiful day. You feel me? We alive. We breathing. We have the potential and the opportunity to be of value to ourselves today and to others, man, in the process of life. But yo, I just wanted to come on and like really talk about this one thing, right? Like, I'm really curious to know as to who or what are us, or are the majority of my brothers in this conscious, you feel me, in this truth-seeking community, really worshiping. Because I'm thinking about this shit, you feel me, and we gotta understand, like, yo, we can't do this alone, you feel me. We can't do this alone, and we can't do this thinking that oh, just believing in ourselves, right, and having and depending upon ourselves, we're gonna be able to achieve the change that is, like, you feel me, that our society needs, you feel me. So I'm like really curious, like, as to who or what is it that our conscious community is really worshiping. Are we worshiping a divine and righteous and holy entity, you feel me, whatever name we call it by, or are we worshiping ourselves? You feel me? Because there's a lot of people in the conscious community that they are under the impression, or they think they understand, or think they know, and think of themselves as gods. They literally, a lot of these conscious individuals, they literally think of themselves as gods, but I don't think they worship anything above themselves. You feel me? And because they lack the capacity to see the bigger picture, they share truth, but the truth is kind of like skewed. Like, it's truth, yet it has too much opinion involved, too much ego involved. You feel me? And you feel me? I myself, I know that I was in that state of mind for a little bit. So I'm like wondering, like, yo, who or what is it that us in the conscious community are worshiping? Are we worshiping ourselves, or are we worshiping that divine intelligence that gives everything life, you feel me, that gives everything, that allows everything to exist? Because, yo, we need to understand, like, these individuals in power, these multi-millionaires, these multi-billionaires, these individuals that are willing and able able and willing to sacrifice family and friends and community for money, for monetary gain. They are worshiping something. They are all worshiping one or multiple different entities, you feel me. We can and we've seen it in movies, we've seen it in TV show, we've seen proof of it by individuals that have infiltrated these secret organizations and have brought many of the truth that a lot of us didn't even know of to light. And these individuals in power have been able to, you feel me, do what they've been able to do for like the past, you feel me, millennia, and for the current last 300 years, because they've been all on the same page. They've been all on the same page. They don't care if one motherfucker calls Lucy Lucifer or Lucy Lucifer, or they call it Moloch, or whatever other name they decide to give this negative principle, which allows them, you feel me, to, through sacrifice, through corruption, through perversion of good things, allows them to become and to gain the power that they seek. You feel me? They are using the negative principles of life. So I'm wondering, like, yo, are we misusing this positive principle to kind of like just boost up our ego even further, to feel like, oh yeah, I did this, I did that, I got these many followers, I got these many likes. Like, what are we really doing as the conscious community out here? How the fuck are we coming together? How the fuck are we communicating? Like, the last time we, as a conscious community, the last time we did something that was like really positive for people that follow us was on April 4th, or on April, I don't know when the fuck April, that we did that millions of us got together and thousands of us shared the message of a global meditation. But that was then. Like, what have we done since then? Aside from sharing information, aside from some of us that are out here that don't see that can't see the full picture, aside from like fear mongering individuals with factual information, with truth, aside from fear mongering, what else have we done? You feel me? I've seen very few pages that promote, like, you feel me, like spiritual upliftment. And at the end of the day, yo, if you're a true truth seeker, you would understand that yeah, awareness is valuable, but the most valuable thing that is going to get us out of this problem that we find ourselves in this 2020 as a collective is spiritual awareness, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual development. That is the only thing, you feel me? Finances, those come after that. Finances, physical development, intellectual development, it all comes after the spiritual development. Now, if we can acquire intellectual knowledge, you feel me, that also develops our spirit, then that is awesome, you feel me? And the knowledge is out there, you feel me? We got individuals like Ralph Waldo Emerson, you feel me? We got the Hermetica from Greece, which was adopted from the Egyptians. If you're a black person and you're so against white people that you can't fucking see the bigger picture, you can check out the Hermetica, you feel me? It comes straight from Egypt, and it was whitewashed, but it comes from your black people. So if you're that black dude that is so fucking ignorant and so stuck in your little Israelite world, or I'm a fucking Pharaoh world, and I'm God and I'm this and I'm that, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Humble yourself, my nigga. Humble yourself, cause you are gods. You are gods. You are gods, but you are all children. We are all children of the Most High God, the one, you feel me? That which we give, that gives everything life, that which is existence, which is eternity, which is infinite. So you are gods, but you are no God. We need to understand this, yo. I am but an extension of the Most High God, you feel me? And I hope that I never fall and I never become such a hypocrite that once I have the platform or I am on a platform where I can express, you feel me, my service to this entity, I hope that I don't disrespect it as individuals like Deontay Wilder did when he had the platform calling himself a god. You are no God, man. You are no God. You are children of the Most High God, and that God gives all of us the authority to, feel me, to come out here and feel confident. Why? Because we're worshiping. We're worshiping something that is greater than us. We don't have to idolize anything. Like, that's one thing that we need to get away from. We need to stop idolizing images and things that in no way, shape, or form can compare either to us, the creation that creator created, or to any of the other things that it created. You feel me? Like these rocks, yeah, I cannot idol. If I idol these things more than I worship divinity and righteousness and good things, then I'm gonna fall short. So I don't know, man. I don't know how else to like deal with everything that's going on, and how to like wake up or try to wake up a lot of these so-called woke communities, because yo, a lot of them, they think they woke, but they're fucking sleeping, man. And you'll know, man, because we talk about it. And if you don't see a conscious individual out there that is supposedly spreading consciousness out here expressing himself, you feel me, using the power of his word, of the spoken word, which is one of the most powerful gifts given to man, our ability to speak and communicate with other human beings and other animals as well. If we're not using that shit to the fullest of our potential, then we're really wasting our time in this life, man. Like, posting, sharing information is all good. Writing things is good, but we need to learn how to express this word and express it in a good, for good purposes, rather than just fucking coming on here and just judging and criticizing, and not really trying to bring any value and awareness and insight into others as to what we think is supposed to it is that we're supposed to be doing. You feel me? We need to learn how to think, and we need to learn not just to think, but we need to become brave enough to think critically, and also to express what we think. You feel me? What we think, regardless if we're like, Granted, you're gonna have people out here that have a different perspective and that are gonna help you understand your shit better. But we need to learn how to think, man. We need to learn how to think, and at the same time express our thought, even if they're wrong to begin, even if they're wrong in the first place, or if you feel me, we don't have the full picture, the full understanding there. Think and express your thought, cause yo, that's what we came here to do. You feel me? If you have a fucked up opinion about things, then be humble enough to understand that you're wrong, and humble enough to grow from your mistakes. That's the only way that we can change a lot of the stuff that's going on here, man. And I hope that some fucking truther pages see this message and like and also ask themselves like, yo, who am I? Am I just worshiping myself, or am I worshiping that which gives me, you feel me, which gives me life and which gives everything else life? Because you have to love yourself. But hey, man, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't, man. I really don't. This dude 3,000 years ago tried to do it. They put his ass down. You feel me? Just like they did Kennedy, just like they did Malcolm X, just like they did fucking Martin Luther King, just like they did Socrates, just like they did Gandhi, just like all these individuals, you feel me? They've all been done dirty because they've all tried to express a truth through their voice. They try to use they tried, and they also use their voice to bring awareness, to bring enlightenment, and to make man think, because that is what's fucking us up the most. The fact that we can't fucking think for ourselves. We are so attached to these technologies that we cannot see ourselves functioning without them. Like, and yo, Denzel Washington said something that like really, you feel me? It really hit me. And I can't express it word for word, but it's like, yo, can any of us really disconnect from these things for anything more than a week? Like, we're so addicted to these things, to entertainment, to just being a busybody, that we fail to see the value in utilizing our time wisely. Like, yo, some people there's literally millions of people out here that can't even meditate. They cannot meditate because they're so busy. They are so fucking hooked on technology and on just having their visuals entertained that they cannot close their eyes. And it's sad, yo. It's sad because you see them losing their fucking mind. You see these individuals losing their mind, and you try to like bring some awareness, and it's like, yo, it's so fucking hard to disconnect these people. And I can see why they just put this nigga up on a cross and everybody just let him die. Because it was so easier for them to just like go and act as if nothing was going on, or distract themselves, or be entertained to like, oh, I don't have to, I don't want to. Yeah, yo, let me tell you something. God gave each and every one of us existence. I don't give if you don't like the word God, fuck it. Call it existence, call it life, call it nature, Allah, whatever you want to call it by. Adonai, Yahweh, Jesus, Christ, consciousness, whatever you want to call it by. Just understand that, yo, there is a law. There are unspoken laws. There are unspoken principles in nature that you just have to look, and you just have to think, and the order is there. What we have to do, the way that we're supposed to do it. And motherfuckers even wrote a book about this shit. They even wrote a book filled with examples of things to do and things not to do. And motherfuckers just continue to take things out of fucking context and put them in the context that best fits their fucking ignorant motherfucking desires. Yo, that's the problem with us human beings, that we were given freedom of choice, free will, and we are slaves to our fucking will. We are slaves to making the wrong fucking choices because we only do what the fuck we want, not what the fuck we need to do. And very few people do what the fuck they need to do. That's why we got so many, that's why we got a greater number of homeless men than we do homeless women. This is why men commit suicide at a 20% higher rate than women do. Why? Because in general, you will find women doing what the fuck they need to do more than they do what the fuck they want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of women out here that they would love to be out here just getting dick left and right. You feel me? But they understand that that ain't the way. And so they do what the fuck they need to do. And that's the problem with our society, man. We're so especially being raised on fucking televised fucking culture, on this political corruption and all this crazy shit, on miseducation, which is actually indoctrination. You feel me? Brainwashing of a fucking society to fucking become subservient and obedient and gullible and fucking useless and more easily to be manipulated. Like, that's the problem with our society. That's why so many of us can't fucking think critically. That's why we go and fucking submit ourselves to fucking enslavement and servitude, because we're being so indoctrinated to be gullible and obedient that we don't know how to think for ourselves. Like, yo, my nigga, the reason I'm fucking pissed off is because God is fucking pissed off. That's why the fuck I'm pissed off, yo. Because God is pissed off with what the fuck is going on in the world. And you know what's fucked up? That we got these fucking religious freaks out here praying, and ain't nothing wrong with praying. Like, we should be fucking praying. But all they're doing is praying. All they're doing is praying. They're praying without faith. That's what's wrong with our society, yo. We're praying, we're asking for things, but we don't have faith that they can come to be. Very few of us are lacking. Very few of us have that faith. The majority of us are lacking in faith because we've been brainwashed. We've been conditioned away from right things, because we got so many excuses on why it is okay to do good, the wrong thing. We got all this legalistic bullshit language, got people confused thinking that legal is right. No, man, and that's our problem, man. And I hope, yo, like I'm gonna fucking post the shit out this motherfucker on YouTube. But like I said, yo, we need to wake the fuck up. We need to wake the fuck up. And some religious people may be like, oh my God, he does not sound spiritual at all. Nah, man, I'm not religious. I'm not religious. I don't follow any yoke. I look at religion and I look to the examples that it gives, but I refuse to constrict myself to any further yoking, man. Like I said, the last yoke that I submitted myself to was the military-industrial complex when I signed that 5-year contract fucking almost 6 years ago. All right, that was the last yoke that I submitted myself to, and I will not be submitting myself to any religious yoke. The only yoke that I will put on is the yoke of worshiping the Most High by doing what I have been sent here to do, whether it be speaking, whether it be posting information, sharing information, you feel me, talking to the children, talking to the elderly, talking to the young, talking to the old, talking to my generation, to talking to everybody, and whatever I need to talk, and fuck being judged, man. Fuck being scared of being judged. Fuck being scared of being looked weird at. Because, yo, at the end of the day, the world's going to judge you. The world's going to do whatever the fuck it needs to do, man, to feel like, to have an excuse on why it is okay for them to continue fucking up. There is out there, man. Yo, we got this 10 fucking commandments that y'all motherfuckers can look at it however y'all want. And right now, I'm probably violating possibly like 9 out of 10 of them. Just trying to bring some awareness, man, and it's not easy. It is not easy staying patient and being all nice and sugarcoating things. Because at the end of the day, yo, when you sugarcoat some things, you don't even reach the people that you want to reach, the one that you really should really be reaching, because you want to sugarcoat things for individuals that can't really listen to the truth. Nah, yo, fuck that, man. We need to connect, man. We need to connect. A lot of these conscious pages, we need to connect, and we need some enlightenment, man. We need, and God forbid you talk to some of these truth pages about Jesus, or you mention the word Jesus, or God forbid you mention Christ, because all of a sudden, as soon as you say those things, the demons inside of them, they start going crazy. Why? Because they haven't been dealing with those demons. Because I felt the same way when somebody came to me about, you feel me, trying to explain. And I still get some type of way, because I know the dudes that are coming with it, they don't even have understanding. Because I'm open, whether the dude's a Jew, whether he's a Christian, whether he's a Muslim. If he has a critical understanding of what these books, of what these scriptures say, I will listen open-heartedly, man. I'm always listening. I'm always open to listening. But you have individuals out here that they just want to idol. They want to idol and worship in the wrong way. They don't want to serve. They don't want to be the example. Nah, they don't want to be leaders. Nah, they're too scared of that. Yo, Jesus was a fucking leader. I'm gonna just tell it like that. You feel me? He was a leader. He was a leader, like a few of these conscious pages. You feel me? That share actual truth, and that don't try to put anybody else down. That they actually, like, they try to bring awareness, man. This dude was a leader, and many people out there became leaders because they followed his example. You feel me? You got a dude out there like named John Maxwell. Check him out. If y'all don't know who John Maxwell is, check him out. A personal development individual, self-development, and a leader development person. Because we need leaders. We need leaders. We need people that are willing to go out here and sacrifice themselves, their well, whatever it is, man. Fuck, it's crazy, man. Like, I hope this video reaches people. I'm about to be out of here. Go in this check cash place and see what we can do. But yo, y'all have a blessed Sabbath, Saturn's day, Saturday. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Make the best of it. You feel me? Make yourself more powerful. All right. Meditate, breathe, write, read. Do something nice for somebody. But other than that, I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all.